Chris, what is our third main topic and second Dave Bautista topic today?
Our second Dave Bautista topic comes from the one and only Tony B. Yo, what's up? Big fan. I remember a while back, Dave Bautista expressed his enthusiasm on playing the character of Bane, believing he could bring an interesting crack at it. If I remember correctly, Warner declined his offer. With a new DC universe on the horizon, how do you guys feel about Dave Bautista finally playing his dream character of Bane, especially considering the universe is being led by his good friend, James Gunn?
All right, thanks a lot for saying that in. And I'm going to tell you right now, Dave Bautista will be Bane. I don't know that for a fact. No one's told me that, but I think there is a very, very, very good chance that Dave Bautista will be Bane. Now, where this all comes from is back in 2021, so about a year and a half ago, Dave Bautista was at a convention and the thing came up and he talked about the fact that he actually, and I think this story was in IndieWire, he actually had met with the heads of DC to talk to them about the fact that he wanted to play Bane. And he literally said this. He said, this is from an IndieWire article, and he said the following in IndieWire. I want to play Bane so bad, I went to Warner Brothers, had an appointment with them. I had an appointment with DC, walked in the door and said, I want to play Bane. Batista said, I'm not kidding. They were a little like, whoa, we're not even casting Bane. I was like, I don't care. I'm playing him. And that comes to us from Dan. Now remember, this was back in like 2021, about a year and a half ago that this came up. And so there was a lot of stuff going on. And obviously Warner Brothers was under different ownership. DC was under different leadership, all this kind of stuff. Well, the world has changed in the world of film and in the world of DC in the past 18 months since this was said, because now you have new owners over at Warner Brothers. The DC universe is at least in some form getting a restart. And James Gunn is now the head of DC. Now, the reason I said off top that I think Dave Bautista is going to be Bane is all predicated on all that, yes, but mainly on the James Gunn factor. James Gunn is one of these directors who has shown, like Tim Burton, like Martin Scorsese, when he finds people he likes working with, he likes to keep working with those people. And we've seen James Gunn use a certain set of actors over and over and over, that to the point whenever there's a new James Gunn project, you just know Michael Rooker's going to be connected to it. He's one of those guys. And one of those people for James Gunn, the guy who was maybe most loyal to James Gunn when James Gunn initially got fired from Disney and all that kind of stuff, and was the most verbally supportive of him, was Dave Bautista. Now, I will say this. The one caveat I will give is that I think for James Gunn's story comes first. And I think if James Gunn doesn't currently have any plans for Bane to be in the DCU, then I don't think he's going to go out of his way to just make a Bane character just so Dave Bautista can be in his movie. But if he and Peter Safran do have plans for Bane to be a part of their new Batman lore, if they're already thinking that they want a Bane character to be in there with their new Batman, it's going to be Dave Bautista. Unless their Bane character has a certain concept to it that just makes Dave Bautista completely inappropriate for the role, I can't see how it won't be Dave Bautista. Now, and of course he said like, hey, I'm 254, things are going to start sagging. That's okay. Bane a lot of times has a shirt on. All you need is this big menacing dude. There's going to be some prosthetics and some visual effects associated with that. James Gunn likes working with people that he knows he can work with. Most directors do. And now he's the head of the studio. I say, Rob, that if they're planning on using Bane, Dave Bautista will be that guy. What say you?
I think you're probably right. Just looking at him now, something struck me, depending on how you wanted to go. And I have no knowledge of this at all, but you know who else he could play? Brainiac.
You think?
I
really?
think, yeah, because Brainiac is, depending on how you play it, more of a robotic kind of a Brainiac, or put him in that makeup, give him the headpiece, and make him more of a physical presence than Brainiac usually is. He could do it. I think you could do a really cool thing with Brainiac, but you have to have a sure-handed director. But I was just musing. But he would be a great Bane. The thing is, To be honest, though, John, I don't want to see Bane anytime soon. I think if they do the Batman universe and we start, go that younger route, however they're going to do it, I hope Bane should come later. There's other Batman villains I'd like to see because we've seen Bane now twice on the big screen. And, there's other people that I'd love to see.
True. We've seen Joker a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else we're going to see him fairly quickly. We've seen Lex Luthor a lot. We've seen Zod a lot. Here's the thing, though. I would propose that we've never seen, and I don't like using the term comic book accurate because I think adaptation's needed, but I don't even think we've ever seen a version of Bane on the screen that is even remotely close
Oh, no.
to the comic
Not at
version
all.
that we've had
Yes.
before. So I don't know, Chris, what do you think about
I mean, he's a character that I think because we've seen him so much too, we think he's been part of the Batman lexicon for so long. He only showed up in 1993.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has a white father, King Snake, a Latin mother, is a wonderful balance of intelligence and brawn, right? The animated series are usually the ones that depict him in a more comic accurate way.
Particularly
right?
Harley Quinn.
Very much Harley Quinn. And so it'd be cool to see what you do with a Greek Filipino actor. I think that'd be really fun to explore if that has anything to do with how, Bane is viewing the world or anything like that. But, we've had Tom Hardy play him before. So you could do a lot with this character. I don't know if I want a Bane either. I love his enthusiasm. You miss half the shots you don't take. And, this is also the Chris Carr approach. Our second meeting, I was like, so when you hire me, John? And you're like, okay. And I was like, but when you hire me. So sometimes you just have to do that. Sometimes you just have to bet on yourself. So good on you, Dave Bautista. Honestly, I think it'd be really fun to see him play something else, though, in the Batman Rogues Gallery, like a Mr. Freeze. Give him a really great love story with Nora. I think that'd be beautiful. And then he'd get to flex. Then he'd show some different sides of himself.
Literally get to flex.
Yeah.
But here's the other interesting thing about this particular role of Bane, because you were mentioning that, like in the original Nightfall series, right? He outsmarts Batman. Like the breaking of the bat to Bane was a long played out game where he literally manipulated and took advantage of all the rest of the pantheon and Rogues Gallery of Batman, using them like puppets to ultimately set up this confrontation where he could break him. And also, he's methodical. And I don't think you need a Shakespearean actor to play that, which is another reason why I think this character, and I don't know if you got that picture there, Jonathan, but played by this guy, no, not the one in the white shirt, not the one in the barong, but the other one. This would be a great opportunity for a guy like Dave Bautista, I think, to really own that role. You're right, Rob. You'd have to have a director with a deft hand who knows how to work with him the way that like a James Gunn has been able to work with him before. So yeah, I think this could be really good. But again, I don't think James Gunn will just create the role for him. I think if they've got plans for it, they'll look at him. I don't know. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Dave Bautista has been saying for a long time he wants to be Bane. James Gunn, his favorite guy in the world, is now running DC Studios. Do you think we will see Dave Bautista playing Bane at some point? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, HelloFresh. Guys, me and my wife Ann are both working professionals, and so sometimes coordinating dinner time can be a real pain. But with HelloFresh, it makes dinner time fun, easy, and nutritious. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip those trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And that's why HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. Now, guys, we've all got New Year's resolutions and New Year's goals, and HelloFresh is here to help you achieve them. Skip the grocery store and take control of your time and budget with delicious recipes delivered right to your door. With HelloFresh, you get fast and fresh recipes. HelloFresh's latest line of meals featuring robust flavors and filling portions are ready in less than 15 minutes. Enjoy taste and quality done quick with recipes like falafel power bowls, seared steak and potatoes with béarnaise sauce, or Southwest pork and bean burritos. So guys, go to HelloFresh.com/Campea21 and use the promo code Campea21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/Campea21 and use the promo code Campea21.